So, what is coming in Project Slayer's Update 2? Now, you might be thinking, Update 1.5 came out less than a month ago. The time I'm recording this video, it came out about 3 weeks ago, I'm pretty certain. But, you know, people are already starting to get bored. The only reason this game is probably keeping so many players is just because they didn't add much content, they just added a lot of grindy content. For example, getting those fans, getting those scythes, whatever, those polar fans, devourer fans, whatever, to tier 3 takes an awful lot of grinding. I've done more than 45 Mugen trains and I've gotten, I think, 2 living flesh out of 45 and about 6 Dorb glaciers out of 45, which is just nuts, and they're 10% drop as well. I could just have really bad luck, I probably do. But yeah, just it's really grindy content, update 1.5. So I know there's been a lot of videos going around of what's coming in update 2, so I thought, you know, I'd follow the trend, I'd make one as well. Obviously, at the minute, we've got the Mugen Train arc content in the game. We've got Mugen Train, we've got all that stuff. So it would make sense for them to go to the next arc, which is the Entertainment District arc. Currently, the Swordsmith Village arc is airing at the minute. It comes out every Sunday, weekly on Sunday. So obviously, they're not going to skip to that. They're not going to miss out Entertainment District. So my guess is for Update 2, they are going to be adding a new map. Because for Update 1, we got a new map. I'm not sure they are going to add a new map for every big update. But it's the Entertainment District. It looks big. It needs to be big. The actual town itself, they could just add an Entertainment District town in map 1, but I think it would be cooler if they added a map 2 or map 3 even. That would be even better. So they had a map 3 for the Entertainment District. They had a new Mugen Train sort of raid where you can fight maybe Daki and Gyotro both at once, or you do waves, just like the Mugen Train where you fight Enmu once and then you go for Akaza, just like that, but instead you fight Daki first and then you fight Gyotro. That could be pretty cool for the raid. I'm not sure what concept they would do, because I've seen Mugen Train you on a train. For the Entertainment District trade, they would have to, I don't know, make it correspond to the Entertainment District itself somehow. Yeah, as for BDAs, obviously, you know, we should be thinking we're going to get Gyotros and Dakis. Gyotros being the sickle one with the scythes, and Dakis being the belt, I'm pretty certain it's called, where she can make belts appear or whatever, whip people with them. They're the only 2 BDAs I can think of. I would say Doma, however, because Doma did show up at the end of that season. However, we've already got Doma's BDA, so that could have been a hint towards the next update being Entertainment District, because Doma showed up at the end. Now, as for breathings, at the minute we've got 2 BDAs that should be coming out in the update. So for breathings, I'm going to guess Love Breathing and maybe Serpent Breathing. They're just off the top of my head, because we've already got Sound. Obviously, Sound Breathing was a really important breathing for that update, or for for that arc even. It was really important breathing for that arc, because Tengen was, you know, he absolutely carried, or not carried, you know, they obviously did teamwork, but Tengen was the hash rate in that arc, and Sound Breathing is already in the game. Once again, maybe hinting towards the Entertainment District arc being the next update in this game. The reason I'm saying Love Breathing is because at the minute we have Mitsui's hair is the customization options. You can equip it if you want to, you know, it's maybe a little teaser. And Mitsui is also a main character in the current season, which obviously would make sense to be the update after Update 2. To be Update 3 would be the Swordsmith Village. But, you know, it would make sense. They've added Sound Breathing before Entertainment District. They might add Love Breathing before Swordsmith Village. However, there is also a contradicting factor for that. The 2 main breathings used, apart from Sun Breathing, obviously, but they're not going to add Sun Breathing Update 3. The 2 main breathings used in that are Love and Mist Breathing. We already have Mist Breathing, that got added, Update 1, I'm pretty certain. Mist Breathing got added. And Love Breathing, if that gets added Update 2, what breathing are they going to add for Update 3? Who knows, but they might be adding Love Breathing for Update 2. And I also said Serpent Breathing, because if you're going about the Entertainment District arc, I believe the Serpent Hashra shows up at the end, so they could add him as a breathing style. That could be a very cool breathing style. Project Says is known for good animations, good effects, all that stuff. So seeing a serpent breathing form of that, just Project Says making a serpent breath would be, I think it would look really cool. Obviously, you know, they'll probably add bosses like, we've got Akaza for the Mugen Train raid, but we've also got Akaza as an overworld boss, so they'll probably add an overworld boss with Daki and Gyotro. Once again, probably tier 5 bosses, unless they want to increase the chest to maybe a tier 7 and maybe a tier 10. We do already have a tier 10 as in the Hand Demon, but it isn't really a great chest, to be honest. Obviously, with that would also probably come weapons as well. If they add Gyotro as BDA, they'll probably add the sickles as well that he uses, the scythes that he's got. The sickles, the scythes would be a bit similar to the fans. Maybe not make them as OP, because the fans are really OP in Project Slayers. If they add Love Breathing as well, I think what could be really cool is the Love Hashra's sword as well. It's basically like a whip. I think it's one of the coolest Nitrians in the anime itself. So if project players can add that, that would be really, really awesome. Not too sure how it would work, so obviously it's not like a normal sword with the M1 animations. I'd have to have unique M1 animations and stuff like that, but I think it could be a really cool sword as well. Obviously, you know, new Hayovies, new masks, new hats, all that stuff, that just gets added with any update anyway. I'm pretty certain that goes over most of the stuff that probably should be getting added, like the BDAs, the breathings, all that stuff. I'm pretty confident that update 2 will be Entertainment District, but who knows, project players could end up surprising us, and they could make it the Sawsmith Village, for example. And before I end off this video, sun breathing, moon breathing, or hybrid will not be coming out update 2. They've got so much content to work with, they will not add any of that stuff update 2. Hybrid might never get added because it's too busted, and they might not be able to think of a way to make it less busted. But sun and moon breathing probably will come out at some point. Definitely not update 2. I don't see sun and moon breathing coming out until at least update 5 past. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord down below in the description. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.